All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the biggest sprint car race in the entire world, the Knoxville Nationals. Now, this evening is our preliminary night, and the 18T is all ready to go. Our Knoxville Nationals scheme this year is red and blue, and it's split themed right down the middle. So both colors have some chrome in them, both have gold, but one side is one color and one side is another. Now, as a team, we're preparing to head to the infield to begin our night. Had to draw in, which is an important part of your nationals.
49.
After that, we crossed the track, headed to the infield, stopped for our tech inspection. They tech each and every car before it begins its nationals run on its preliminary night. Then we got parked in our pit stall, which is actually the number that you draw. So we drew a 49, so we're in stall 49 for the evening, and just getting all of our final preparations for what is going to be the beginning of a long week here at the sprint car capital of the world.
Well, it is just about go time here at the Knoxville Nationals. The infield's super busy. Teams are just finishing up, all getting in their place. Of course, we can't bring the haulers in. When there's going to be 20 or 30,000 people in the grandstands, even the lower seats have to be able to see across the racetrack, so that's why they don't let any haulers in the infield. We got our parking spot. We're going to be about halfway in qualifying tonight. I think we're the 28th car out. There's just over 50 entries. The Wednesday qualifying night of the Knoxville Nationals, we had a successful unveiling with our car yesterday. The red and the blue and the split scheme has been an absolute hit. I got my new helmet as well. It's just a really exciting week in sprint car racing. All the fans from the all across the entire world are here, and we are looking to get the 18T in the Saturday finale. So that goal in chasing it starts now. Now, in order to do that, of course, you have to have a successful prelim night where you're going to accumulate points in qualifying, your heat race, and a main event, and they're going to lock in the top 16 between both nights to Saturday's A main. They also will send the next 10, so the top 26, those guys will go to the first 5 rows of the B main event, and everyone else must run on Friday. So that's the Nationals format, and usually it seems like the cream always rises to the top. It just makes it such an exciting deal just because you qualify, you have some inverts, it kind of shakes things up every time guys run. So for us, our team, we've been putting in so much work just with our race car, with the team, getting everything exactly how we want it, and now it's time to go out there and have some fun. So in just a little bit, we're gonna have engine heat, then we're gonna roll into hot laps, roll into qualifying, get 2 laps on the clock, and that will kind of set everything up for the rest of our week.
between turns 3 and 4. 3 laps to go. Schatz nearly a half a straightaway behind the 4th place car of Chris Windham for the final transfer spot. And Cy Lynch keeping pace with the 10-time World of Outlaws champion. Missing side of the hood of that car and all. Lynch now to the inside of Schatz, looking for 5th. Can't make it go in turn 2. White flag set to wave for Tanner Holmes. Tanner Holmes sporting one of the multiple Harvey Dent designed race cars here this weekend. Checkered flag set to wave. Tanner Holmes wins the NOS Energy Drink first heat race. Kelby Watt finishes second. Lucas Wolf in third, and Chris Windham comes home fourth.
So our first time getting to chat here for the night nationals, it has been a complete chaos, man. We've just been super locked in, trying to do everything that we can. So we rolled out mid-pack to qualify, didn't lay down the lap that we were looking for. I felt like we left some on the table, just between our car a little bit, myself, like just everything has to be so locked in, and I know I could just been a little calmer on my 2 laps, just trying to get the car at full speed and with momentum. Right away though, had to pull a tear off, and we were in heat race number 1. When you start on the front row, it's kind of a do or die situation. You have to win the heat race to gain the valuable points to at least try to make up for some of what you lost earlier. So we did that. We led all 10 laps, and I thought our race car felt like an improvement, and now we're going to be moving into the prelim night A. Now there's going to be a shakeup because there's guys that, you know, qualified good that didn't transfer that have to run the B, and then there's some guys in our situation that transferred right through. So we'll see where things shake out for the feature. At this point, we're in this position, just trying to make the most of it as we move into the A and watch, you know, the rest of these heats and everything that's going to happen to see how the track changes. So we're just about to head out for the feature. We are officially rolling off from the 7th row outside starting position. So 14th, I'm not really sure how that means we're sitting in points just because we have the B main transfers, you know, that are gonna be starting behind us. Obviously some of those guys had quite a few points from qualifying, but that doesn't matter. Our job here is simply to move forward as far as possible. About 25 laps, racetrack's starting to take, you know, shape literally each lap. Guys are starting to narrow up the bottom a little bit. There's a little grip in the middle, and there's also a decent top side. It's actually starting to change as we go. I think they even just put a grader out there just to try to widen it some. The top is not super thick, like guys are definitely cutting into it more and more and moving it up, but it could use a little bit of help. So definitely those guys doing a little bit of track prep could help us here in the A main event, because we're going to need a surface where we can basically go where the guys in front of us aren't. But confident in my team, they're making some last changes, and I'm going to go hop in and see what we can do here starting 14th.
strategy to training and stays late?
Well, after a long night, got a great opportunity to sign, tons of autographs, meet so many fans. The Nationals, that's truly what it's all about. I mean, people come from all over, spend their hard-earned money, and come watch, the greatest event in all of dirt racing. Now, for us tonight, we started 14th, finished 12th, fought super hard all race. Honestly, almost a little too hard at times. What I mean by that, for me, just like trying my absolute best, almost trying a little too hard, and charged forward, then fell back, then charged forward, just kind of went back and forth. I don't even know how far we even got at one point, but I think we were inside the top 10, then backed up, and then kind of hung out around the 12th spot. One thing that hurt me the most was early on in the race, I kind of had, not no brakes, but I just had a really soft pedal, so it made it super difficult to run the bottom, and I think it just messed up my timing and got me timid to go down there. Honestly, with that, I think I could have ran a better race, because I kind of started getting focused on that, trying to figure out what to do. We had a restart, I kind of got in a bad spot, not where I wanted to be, and that's where I dropped back. So anyway, I think if we could have cleaned that up, I could have had a whole different race and maybe charged into the top 10, because it's just really difficult here. The bottom is so much about your footwork, whether it's gas, whether it's brake, and getting the car and the attitude right. And when you have that, when your foot goes to the floor, you're trying to pump, you're just not 100% right doing what you're supposed to do. Leaves a lot more room for error, and I think that's something that I kind of dealt with. So a little unfortunate, but again, tonight as a team, we gave it 110%. We really did, from qualifying, even though we didn't have the qualifying speed, then won the heat race from the outside front row, which isn't always easy to do here at Knoxville, and then did go 2 spots forward in the feature. Of course, wanted to do more, but proud of our night, glad that we made it in the prelim feature, and we're currently sitting 15th in points. So it's looking like we're most likely going to have to run Friday. That's a little disappointing, but again, just proud of our team and feel like we're making strides, and we're really just working on our fine details. And I know as we continue to work on the fine details with our car and with me as a driver, we're going to make progress. So want to give a big shout out to Ty Wolfgang. He's obviously been helping our team this week. You guys have probably seen it all over the internet, and been great to have a young kid but still so much experience there, and that's really helped me a lot. It's helped Carly a lot, and all my crew guys, Matt, Taze, and Carson. We're all just working super hard together, and it's nice to have someone that's been on the road now for a couple years. More than a couple. I think Ty's been doing it for 8 seasons now. So anyway, we're just trying to keep building. We're going to keep building Tanner Holmes Racing. We're here at the Knoxville Nationals, and the good news is we do run Friday. We got another shot to try to get in the big show on Saturday. Not necessarily how you want to do it, but again, we're just happy to have the opportunity, and I know that there's improvement for me as a driver as well, and I need the laps to keep improving. I need to keep feeling a good race car and give good feedback, and again, work well with my car. So the Nationals is intense. I don't know if you guys saw that a little bit with me today. I was really focused, really trying my best, and I just want to keep dialing things in, because I want to be up front at these big races, and I want to be on the show on Saturday, or do what I got to do this year to keep propelling us, so in the years to come we keep growing. But thank you guys for being along with us for the journey. Thanks to all of our partners. It's really awesome, and we're very blessed to do what we get to do. So we'll see you guys all in the next one. That concludes our prelim night at the 2025 Knoxville Nationals. We'll see you guys in the next show.